Now let's turn to the UK, which is also seeing massive unrest. Riots have broken out in all corners of the country: Belfast in Northern Ireland, Liverpool in Merseyside, Sunderland in northeast England, Bristol in the southwest. Riots have broken out in all these places. Mobs have been setting cars and buildings ablaze. They've been attacking the police and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Take a look. Britain's new Prime Minister Keir Starmer has a crisis on his hands. He held a so-called Cobra meeting today. Cobra short for Cabinet Office Briefing Room A meeting. Now, this is when ministers, civil servants, police and intelligence officials gather during an emergency and they try and find a way to respond. His goal is simple: find the rioters and punish them.
People in this country have a right to be safe. And yet, we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out, Nazi salutes in the street, attacks on the police, wanton violence alongside racist rhetoric. So no, I won't shy away from calling it what it is: far-right thuggery. If you target people because of the colour of their skin or their faith, then that is far right, and I'm prepared to say so.
Starmer says the rioters are far-right thugs, bigots who were waiting for an excuse to attack Muslims and immigrants, and they got their excuse last week. Last Monday, a 17-year-old boy went on a rampage in the town of Southport. He stabbed multiple children at a dance studio. 3 young girls were killed. 8 other children and 2 adults are in hospital. It was a brutal attack. The suspect was arrested at the scene of the crime, and since he was a minor, his identity was initially withheld. But rumors about the attacker's identity spread online. A large number of people believed that he was a Muslim immigrant, and that was the excuse that they were looking for. A riot started in Southport last Tuesday when a vigil for the slain children was taking place. Hundreds of people from out of town decided to attack a mosque in Southport. Then the riot started spreading. The British government warned people against believing the misinformation. A judge even made the minor suspect's identity public. The attacker is Axel Ruda Kubana. He's a British citizen born in Wales to Rwandan parents. The British police say that he has no known links to Islam, but none of this mattered to the rioters. They were out for blood. The riot spread to Manchester and Hartlepool on Wednesday, Sunderland and Liverpool on Friday, Blackpool, Bolton and Belfast on Saturday. And then yesterday, we saw this: mobs attacking 2 Holiday Inn Express hotels, one in Rotherham and another in Tamworth. Now, these hotels were targeted for a reason. They're being used to house asylum seekers. These are refugees who escaped their home countries, somehow made it to the UK and are looking for a new beginning. Their asylum requests are still being processed. Some of them will have genuine cases and they will be allowed to take refuge. The others will be rejected. That's how asylum requests usually go. But it seems the rioters do not want any of them. No matter their story, the rioters want all the refugees out, so they attacked these hotels. What does all of this tell you? There are a number of people in Britain who hate immigrants and a number of people who hate Islam. Muslim immigrants are hated twice as much. It's so bad that a stabbing by a British citizen of Rwandan descent has led to anti-Muslim and anti-immigrant riots across the country. Think about the number of riots and their geographical spread. It can't be the same people traveling cross-country to incite violence. This means that anti-Muslim, anti-immigrant rioters are everywhere. They lurk in every corner of the UK, waiting for an excuse to burn a mosque or a hotel housing refugees. Now, does this sound like a secular, liberal, holier-than-thou Western nation to you? Does this sound like some pinnacle of humanity and civilization? Or does this sound like a bigoted place, a place where minorities are under threat, where some outsiders are unwelcome? and where multiculturalism is met with violence, the West loves to talk about inclusivity. It loves to preach humanity and tolerance and all that jazz, but scratch the surface, and the same rot lies underneath.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon fans move across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the